Alright, how to find the GCF. What does GCF mean? GCF means greatest common factor. So what it means is we want the biggest factor in common. So if you have 2 or 3 numbers, 4 numbers, 5 numbers, it doesn't matter how many numbers you have, each of these numbers has factors, even if it's just one in itself. And what we want to do is find the biggest. So the first method that we have is called a Venn diagram method, and don't ever use this method, but what it's great for is just to get an idea of what we're actually looking for right now. So what we do is this. We're going to write out all the factors of 18. And if you don't remember doing this, look up finding factors. It's one of the videos we've done. So it's 1 times 18, 2 times 9, 3 times 6, 4 doesn't work, 5 doesn't work, and then 6 gives us a 3. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18. And then the same with 24. It's 1 times 24, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 times 12, 3 times 8, 4 times 6, and then 6 times 4. And there's our flip. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12. And then the big old 24. Okay, and then we're going to put 18 over here and 24. And if you've never seen a Venn diagram before, basically the middle is what they have in common. And everything in the circle on the left, the big oval, it's not a circle, the oval, that's our 18s. And the oval over here, these are all 24s. And then whatever's in common, we put in the middle. Okay, so 1. 1 is a common one. We're going to cross them off as we go. So 1, 2, they both have a 2, so we put that in the middle. 3, they both have a 3, put that in the middle. 4, only the 24 has a 4. 6, that is also common. 8, going in order, 8 is only for the 24. 9 is only for the 18. 12 is only for the 24. 18 is only for 18. And 24 is only for 24. Those are all of the factors and they're ordered. So, if you look at it, we're looking for the biggest factor that's in common. So we're looking at this little region right in here. And what's our biggest number? 6. This is our GCF. It's the greatest common factor. This is a lot of work. And so we're going to show you 2 different ways. The first one's a factor tree, and then the next one's a ladder method. And you can figure out which method you like better and try it on those last 3 problems down there. Alright, so here's the factor tree method. What it is you break them down using a factor tree. So it's 2 times 9. Make sure you always circle the primes so you don't forget them. And we get is 2 times 3 squared. And then 24. That's 2 times 12, 2 times 6, and 2 times 3. So we have is 2 cubed times 3. Alright, so 24 equals this number. 18 equals this number. And if you check it by multiplying, 9 times 2, that's 18. 8 times 3 is 24. So what we do to find the GCF is you have to put what they have in common. Well, if you have a 2 and a 2 cubed, they have 1, 2 in common. And if this doesn't look clear enough for you, let's break it down even more. We have a 2 times a 3 times a 3. And over here we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. If we were to just circle what they have in common, they have a 2, and what else? A 3. So our GCF must include the common 2 and the common 3. And if you multiply these, you get 6. That's the factor tree method. So you factor them, circle the ones they have in common, and write them out. Multiply them all together. The ones that they have in common, multiply those together. And that is your greatest common factor. This is the ladder method. And what the ladder method does is you take stuff that they have in common. So if you look at 18 and 24, what number do they both have in common? Well, I see a 2 because they're even. So that's 9 and 12. And then with 9 and 12, I see that they have a 3 in common. So that's 3 and 4. 3 and 4 have nothing in common. So I took out a 2 and a 3, and you must multiply these because these are factors. So 2 times 3 gives us 6. That is our greatest common factor. Here it is again. If you have 140, they have a 10 in common. and then they have a 2 in common, and then now they have nothing. So we took out a 10 and a 2 for a total of 20. My favorite method is the ladder. I'm not supposed to tell you that. If you like GCF, using factor trees because you've done it before or just because you like it, go for that. If you like the ladder, go for the ladder. I want you to try a method down here and see if you can find the greatest common factor. Hit pause now. And there are your answers. So either using a factor tree or even a Venn diagram if you liked it, or the ladder method, you should have gotten 2 for the first, 4 for the second, and 9 for the last one. Those are your common factors.